Hey, welcome back to the Renovation Diaries. Come on in.
Welcome back to week 3 or week 4, I've lost track, of our 1960s bungalow renovation. This page is dedicated for that. My Instagram, KJG Home, has all about our current home that we have and what we've done to that, but this page is dedicated to kind of doing a weekly vlog of everything that we've been up to. So planning stage at the moment, it's in planning, waiting to hear back, but we're hoping to turn this 2-bed bungalow into a 4-bed bungalow. Now it's quite a big plot if you've seen previously, and so I thought today we would talk about gardens, because this is one of the things that really sold this property to me. It was the views, but also the gardens. It's quite a decent sized garden for the size house that it is. Front garden we've been doing a little bit of work on, just so we can see what plants we have and kind of what we want to do with the design. But we're going to start off with the back garden. I'm going to kind of walk around and kind of just show you how unbelievably overgrown it is, but also just lots of the plants and things that we have there, and some of the trees and kind of what our plans are for that. So let's go. So who doesn't love a nosy and more detail about a project? So this is our back garden. As you can see, the views are beautiful and it is a really decent size for how big the square footage of our home is. So I'm just going to kind of take you through it. First of all though, I'm just putting a lock on this gate because it just had a little latch on before, just for a little bit of security. The weeds have grown insane. I'm just going to show you here, this one, and I literally had all of these on the driveway that high, about 10 of them. So loads and loads of beautiful trees and lovely big borders. As you can see, the grass is super overgrown. I think unfortunately we may have to cut down 1 or 2 trees just for the extension if it gets past, fingers crossed. So this whole section to the left is just a huge border. So can you believe that this garden is actually wider than my current garden, which you would never think because of how big the borders have come in. This one here is absolutely beautiful. It's got loads of lovely flowers in that, and that comes right across the garden. Can you see? So pretty. I definitely want to keep it more of a kind of a country style, and I'm definitely going to include a lot more colour, whereas my previous garden tends to be just green and white with a little bit of purple. So this is the hedge, and yeah, this is what's behind. Look at those views. So pleased with that. I am going to design it very cleverly just so that we can incorporate lots of the things that we love about our garden in this garden, but it will be very country still, and hopefully this view will just be as pretty as the other view out onto the fields. So again, I know I always talk about the views, but the house as it is at the moment is just an empty shell. A lovely 1960s bungalow, but literally an empty shell. It's got no furniture and not that much character. So the thing that really sold it to me, and something that my dad had always instilled, it's like buy the worst house in the best plot, either a cul-de-sac or nobody behind you. And we've got nobody behind us and nobody in front. Fingers crossed that stays that way. But this, yes, I came into this bedroom when I first had a look around, so I'm going to keep the bedrooms as they are at the front so we get those views. But yeah, this is what sold me. I looked out, I was like, oh, can you imagine looking out on a morning and seeing that? Normally you get views like that to the back of your property, but not the front. So for me, that was a big thumbs up. So we actually have done some work this week. And very stupidly, I have filmed stuff for Instagram, but I haven't filmed for this. So it's kind of half finished now, but I'll show you a closer look. But very excited to design this actually. I think it'll be really pretty once finished. So we had to go over the lawn about 4 times with a petrol lawnmower and also use a strimmer as well. So the grass is not in great condition, and it also is quite bumpy because when we did the borders, so I've been taking some of the borders out because they're so big, and also we didn't know what was flowers, what was weeds, so we've kind of took it back a little bit. So as you can see there, we've not done that bit. I just literally ran out of steam. I spent like 4 hours the other day doing it and I just was exhausted. But yeah, there's a tree stump there, which is why the grass is a little bit uneven. There's a couple actually, but yeah. So yeah, as you can see, we've just took a lot of the stuff out. This was just all like grass and like little bulbs. I'm going to try and keep growing this hedge a little bit higher, but we've just trimmed the sides. This is the view from the front door. I'm going to try and have as much glass as possible. And as you can see, the grass isn't in great condition. Sorry if I sound a little bit nasally. I have got really bad hay fever, not a cold. So there you go. But yeah, you can see how wide the borders are here. And what I'd quite like to do is curve this round so that it kind of curves round to the entrance, and then maybe add some sort of glass or oak porch. This area to the left will be some sort of storage for shoes and that kind of thing. So yeah, a little bit of an insight there of this space. We've not even finished yet, and look at the size of this bag that we filled, 2 boxes and a full green bin as well. So this was the side that I weeded. It had like a metre high of weeds. It was ridiculous. I'd like to have some sort of cobbled driveway, so again quite a little bit more country than modern, and you can see here where I got up to with the borders and that huge tree stump. The previous owner really obviously loved her garden. She's got loads of beautiful flowers, but we're just trying to figure out what to keep, what not to keep, try and get the grass a little bit better condition. And I'm just going to show you here, this is the side access to the house, which we'll have to kind of knock through. So yeah, that's what we've been up to this week. It's been quite nice actually to just get our head round what we're going to try and do with the space. Obviously I will put down on paper a little bit more of kind of really what I want to achieve, but I have kind of got the front sorted in my mind now of what I would like. It's just the back, because obviously we've got so many lovely features of our own garden. We've got the pergola, the outdoor kitchen, like a little lounge area, an undercover area, sunbed areas. So I'd like to incorporate quite a few of those things in the new garden. So obviously I've been talking a lot about how it's very country, but you know me and I love Nordic interiors, so it will be very much very Nordic based, but a little bit more country, a little bit more cosy, a little bit more homely, lots of textures and materials that I'm going to be using in this house and in the garden. So I'm really excited to share that with you. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.